Welcome to week 4 of your chronic disease rehabilitation program. Today's workout will aim to do 11 repetitions of the strength exercises. We will be using an elastic band for the strength component, and I'm hoping that you're doing well at home. So if you've been following the 3 weeks so far, doing at least 2 workouts per week, so you should have done at least 6 workouts so far. More if you were a little bit more ambitious. Just keep going for it and you will start noticing some improvement very soon. We will start with our warm-up by doing some neck rotation. You're going to turn your chin over to one side, bring it down to center, up to the other side, and back to starting position. We go back and forth. Breathing in through the nose. Breathing out through pursed lips. If you've been watching some of the videos that go along with your program, I would invite you to rate your perceived effort right now on that scale of 0 to 10. And then I want you to take note of what your perceived effort is when you're doing the cardio segment and what your perceived effort is when you're doing the strength exercises. Let's do one more time to each side. And we come back to center. We're going to reach up, pull down. Breathing out, breathing in. So remember that scale of perceived effort. 0 is you're feeling great, no effort at all. You could do this activity all day long. 3 out of 10, you're comfortable, but you're definitely working. You would qualify your effort as moderate. Your breathing is a little faster, but you can still speak in short sentences. Going towards a 5 out of 10, it's getting difficult. Breathing is definitely heavier and faster. Your sentences are much shorter, but you're having a good day and you're just trying to push your effort a little bit. So that's okay. But if you're not having a good day and you start at a 5 out of 10 from the beginning, you need to slow things down. One more time. Let's put our hands on our shoulders. Let's do some circles with the elbows. Go the other way. The last one. Release your hands. Come a bit forward on your chair. Hands on the hips. We do circles with the trunks. I want you, when you come forward, try to breathe out. When you go back, breathe in. So using our body's weight to try and help push that air out of the lungs as you lean forward. Let's switch direction. One more. And back to neutral. Lift one knee up, do little circles. So if you're sitting at the front of your chair, a little bit more challenging because you got to engage your core muscles to keep you upright. If it's a bit too hard, back it up. Use the back of your chair to support you. Switch direction. Last one. Switching leg, knee up, little circles. Other way. Last one. So stay in the front of your seat if you're there. If not, go back to there. We do heel digs, so the heel touch forward and back, alternating each leg. One more each side. Toe tap to the side, alternating each leg. So other than your rating of perceived effort, you can always use the talk test as a way to measure the intensity of any activity that you do. So the talk test is very simple. In one breath, you should be able to repeat your full phone number, including the area code, without having to stop to take another breath in. So that's quite a few numbers to say in one breath, so you can try it sometime and see how that goes for you. So if you're not able to, if you have to stop, catch your breath as you're stating those numbers, and if you're not feeling as if you could keep going, then you need to slow your pace down. If you're feeling good, you can keep going at that pace, but just be aware that you are working at a little bit higher than a 3 out of 10. Let's do one more time each side. Great. Next is our cardio segment. We're going to stand up for that part. The goal of the cardio segment, of course, is to get our heart rate to increase to our exercise level and to stay within that zone for at least the whole time that we're in that cardio segment. So that is when you're improving your fitness, your heart, and your lungs. So we start with some marching. You can hold on to your chair if you need support, and we march. Arm swings. find it too hard to do both, you can stop marching and just do the arms, or stop swinging the arms and just do the legs. Pursed lip breathing to control how fast we're breathing. Almost there. 3, 2, and stop. Great. We're going to bring our feet a little bit wider than the hips. We're gonna do climb the ladder. So a little bit of a strength combination with cardio. So strength for the lower body, cardio for the upper body. I want you to bend those knees lightly, just a little bit. If your legs get too tired, you can always straighten them back up after a while. So try to hold that position, mini squat, and we're climbing up that ladder. And it's a long one. I know for a lot of you, doing anything with your arms above shoulders, big challenge for your breathing. So we're trying to strengthen that, improve that so that you can do those activities with less discomfort. One more each side. Woo! Straighten up, shake those legs a bit. And what is next? We're gonna do our side to side stepping. So, two options. One is holding onto the chair, touch to the side, back to center, side, center. Or there's one option that's a little bit more mobile, where you open wide, together, wide, together. And you can stay close to your chair so you at least have one hand there for support if you need to. Otherwise, you can let go. One more each side, keep going. Now we get the arms involved. Bend those elbows 90 degrees. You're gonna lift them up to shoulder height and back down. Sort of like a modified jumping jack. So if you're doing just one leg at a time, it could look like this. Okay, so always an option. Never say you can't do it. Just do what you can. Don't do anything that causes you major pain or discomfort. You can get in touch with me if you're doing our program, and we can go over different options. One more time. Perfect. Now you're going to stand a little bit to the side of your chair, or just turn back so you're sideways to your chair. We're going to do high knees. One more each side. All right, working the back of the leg a little bit more. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what I want. You're going to bend the knees, kicking back, and you're going to alternate each leg. You can stand behind your chair so you have the support you need as you're shifting from one foot to the other. This is also something you could do with some ankle weights if you ever come across those, just to add a bit more strength component to it. One more each leg. Ooh, I feel it in the hamstrings. All right, feet hip width apart. We're gonna do a little boxing, so fist by the chin. We're gonna do front jab, alternating the arms. One more each side, and we end with a bit more marching on the squat. That arm swing if you can. Three, two, and stop. Great job. Grab a sip of water, grab your elastic band, and we're going to be moving on to our strength component next. I'm sitting down because I think you might appreciate a little break. You can definitely do those exercises standing up if you prefer. It's whatever is comfortable for you. I like to tie my hair up sometimes with the elastic band because it pulls the hair a little bit sometimes depending on what we're doing. So we're going to start with some shoulder strength exercise. So remember, we're aiming for 11 repetitions today. So just start on one side, put your band down on the floor, anchor it with both feet. I like to sit a bit forward on my chair so I get good weight on that band. You're going to start it with a little bit long. Your hand is facing in. We're doing shoulder flexion to start. So you're going to breathe in and breathing out, control back down. Again. course, the shorter your band, the more tension that builds up as you're stretching it. So make sure you just have enough tension to feel you're getting a workout, but not too much that you can't complete the movement properly. Two more. You're going to shorten your grip a bit. Uh-oh, there's a hole in my band. I'll have to watch that. You have that in yours at home, it's time to get a new one because that's when it can rip. So we're doing bicep curls next. So start with your hand facing in again. As you're bending the elbow, you're going to twist so the hand finishes facing your shoulder. Keep that upper arm against your side the whole time. Only the lower part of your arm is moving. Last one. Great. Keep the same starting position with the shortened band. We're doing shoulder extension next. So keeping that elbow straight, you're going to bring the arm towards the back and come back to center. One more. Release from the floor. We're going to hold it. Your fists are facing in, your elbows are touching the side. We're going to do external rotation. So sitting nice and tall, your shoulders are down. You're going to stretch it out and release back to center. So it's not a very big motion, but a very important one. It helps to strengthen a group of muscles called the rotator cuff that keeps your shoulder in the proper alignment. Last one. You're going to slip it underneath your thighs closest to the knees, and you're going to cross it over. You're going to grip it on each side, keep it pretty tight. You're moving forward a bit on your seat if you're not already there, starting with your feet about hip width apart, sitting nice and tall. We're doing hip abduction, so bringing the knees out to the side and back to center. Last one. Same starting position. This time we're doing hip flexion. So again, my fists are not moving, my thighs are doing the work. So hip flexion is lifting one knee up towards the ceiling. We'll alternate. one more time each side. Perfect. Release that. We're going to put the band down and do the other shoulder. Start with it on the longer side to do our shoulder flexion. Hand is facing in. Breathe in, lift up. Breathing out, control down. Two more. Shorten your grip. Bicep curl is next. Hand is facing in at the start, hand is facing the shoulder at the end. It's important to control the movement in both directions. You don't want to let the elastic band snap back and pull you back to the starting position. You want your muscles to control that motion. Two more. Same starting position, shoulder extension. Bring it towards the back. Last one. Okay, put that band aside. We're going to do some standing exercises for the legs. Starting with our tempo squat. I'm going to turn my chair so you can see. Feet just a bit wider than your hips. The squat is your knee bend, so you're only going to go as low as you're comfortable. I want you to push your hips back so that the knees don't go past your toes. They stay above the ankle and not past the toes. So tempo means that we go down in 3 steps, come back up all at once. So it looks like this. 1, 2, 3, up. Two more. Great job. Hip extension. Work the low back and the glute muscle. Holding on to your chair for support. You're going to kick the leg back to center. Last one, switch leg. One more time. Okay, now we're going to combine this leg hip extension with shoulder flexion. We're going to alternate each, not alternate, but use opposite arm and leg. So right now I'm going to go with my left arm and right leg. So as I am kicking back, I lift my left arm up and back to center. Last one. We switch to the other side. So opposite arm and leg, hip extension, shoulder flexion. Last one. Good. The last little exercise we're going to do here is we're going to practice our balance. So you can have the chair next to you or in front of you. Just make sure it's close by because I want you to have your hands on it. So you're going to put one foot up. Feel that you're stable. And then if you can lift the fingers off your support system to try and see if you can keep your balance. But keep your hand close by. Sometimes all you need is a little touch to readjust, okay? So we're gonna go for 20 seconds. And release. Shake up the legs. Not as easy as it seems, right? Get ready for the other leg. Sometimes it helps to focus on something to keep your mind off of it, and it helps to keep you stable. Ready? And we go. And put that foot down. Notice how sometimes it feels a bit easier on one side than the other, and that's totally normal, but you need to keep practicing that so you stay strong and stable. Stretching time now. Let's do our hamstrings. So sitting at the front of your chair, heel is down, toe is pointing up. I'm sitting nice and tall, and I can lean a little bit more forward to get a bit more stretch here. Release, switching leg, heel down, toes pointing up, slight lean forward. Release. bicep stretch. Palm is facing up. Grab your hand, bend the wrist so the fingers are pointing down. Release, other arm. Release that arm. Turn your chin over to one shoulder. Coming back to center and turn to the other shoulder. Coming back to center. There you have it. Your 4th week, first workout is done. Now for the rest of this week, you can repeat this workout once or twice, or you could also go to our Gentle Fit library and pick some of those workouts there. Okay, aiming to do at least 11 repetitions of each strength exercises. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.